Happy Monday. This is our first Monday back after GrowthCon, driving into the office, and I've been thinking a lot about being underestimated recently. I think everybody feels underestimated. I don't think it's like some unique group of people. I don't think that there's, just like, I don't think that there are people on the planet who are overestimated. So I think everybody feels underestimated. It's like this shared human experience. And yet people gripe and moan about being underestimated or being overlooked. And there's been a couple of instances recently where somebody has like literally told me, oh, when I first met you, I thought you were just Brandon's wife. When I first saw you, I just thought that, you were somebody that was in the business, but not really in the business. And for me, that's the gold. That is the freaking gold when people underestimate you or people say that stuff to me. Because it's a reminder, like, I know who I am, but it's a reminder of like, oh yeah, I have this thing going against me. I have this thing that I'm blonde. Not a dumb blonde, but that's what people could easily think about me. I have this thing where I'm married to an older guy. People might think I'm a gold digger. I have this thing where I probably don't look like I'm the smartest person in the room. And not that I'm always the smartest person in the room, but I freaking know I'm smart. But when I'm reminded that that's not exactly what people think when they see me, it just gives me more motivation and it gives me more fuel to be like, I have to prove them wrong. And it doesn't come from like a place of insecurity. It used to. I definitely, like, early in my 20s, I used to be so insecure about that. But now I'm just like, oh, that's fantastic. It's not a bad thing to be underestimated. It's not a bad thing that people don't see who you are. Because how could they know who you are? Like, people have to put you in boxes. And so instead of pushing against it or being upset when it happens, it's one of my favorite things when people tell me, man, I thought you were this dumb blonde gold digger that was just like a trophy wife. I'm like, yeah, that's interesting, because I'm none of those things. But thank you for sharing with me that you thought that. Also, great surrounding yourself with people that lift you up, totally. But at the end of the day, like, you have to lift yourself up. Back when I used to believe like negative things about myself, nobody telling me different would have made me feel different. Like, I had to figure out who I was on my own. I had to figure out what my contribution was on my own. And there were most certainly people who believed in me, but it was me who had to make the decision that, I'm going to be a badass and I'm going to overcome this and I'm going to be this strong, powerful force. And until I made that decision, it actually paralyzed me knowing that people thought this of me, because I used to think, now check out this logic, I used to think if people already are going to assume these negative things about me, then I'm never going to be able to overcome what they think about me, so why be anything different? I don't know if anybody else like resonates with that, where it's like, if for the rest of my life people are always going to look at me like this, if they're always going to look at me like I'm a gold digger, if they're always going to look at me like I'm not very intelligent, if they're always going to look at me like, oh, she's too young or doesn't have the experience, whatever the lies were, if they're going to think that, how am I going to overcome what they think? So why even become something that's different than those things? Especially if you can convince yourself like, well, I'm not those things, but maybe I am, before you like really put the work in. And so those like paradigms used to really plague me. And what I came to terms with is like, who do I want to be? And on my deathbed, if I just succumb to people thinking that I'm a gold digger, but then I actually become a gold digger because I'm thinking that they're going to think that, so why become anything other than what people think of me? Like, that's where, I'm supposed to be parking right now. Should I park illegally? That is the question. You drive so fast. Man, I really don't. I'm like such a grandma parker. It's ridiculous. So anyway, those are my thoughts for this morning. If somebody's underestimating you, if you feel underestimated, if you feel like people won't give you a chance, use it, man.
Drive inside.
Oh, thank you. Please drive inside. Use that stuff. That's the gold right there. Don't get down on yourself. Don't be upset. Just use it. Because when you start using it, you're actually taking control. You're actually taking control. Oh, reserved for Cardone. I'm gonna park right here. It doesn't say Grant Cardone, it just says Cardone. Anyway, you guys can't see me now. Use that as motivation. Use it as something that's gonna force you to take yourself to the next level. I have like a minute to answer these questions. You can afford a parking ticket, boss. Go for it. Yeah, you're right. Natalie, I would love to be part of 10X Health. What steps do I need to take? I'm a big believer in taking care of the vehicle we are in. Apply to work with us. If you go to 10xhealthsystem.com/careers, we have plenty of opportunities. 10X Health is expanding like crazy. We're going to move from a $25 million company to a $75 million company. So we need lots of amazing people. Would love to have you as part of the team. You crushed it at GrowthCon. Thank you. Okay, I probably actually do have to go now. You can park in front of the building. One of my team members is on this live telling me where to park. I got a good spot. Anyway, be great today, guys. Happy Monday. Go after it. Defy what people think of you. Put in the work and make it a great day.